All right, let's talk about one of those huge life-defining questions. Should you get a diploma or a degree? I know it feels like a massive decision, because it is. So let's break it down together and make it a whole lot less scary. You might be feeling like you're standing at a major crossroads right now. Maybe you're just finishing school, or maybe you're thinking about a total career pivot. Either way, you've got these two very different paths in front of you. And let's be real. The pressure is on. This one choice can seriously shape your career, your finances, and your entire future. But hey, don't sweat it. That's what we're here for, to help you figure this thing out. Okay, so let's get right to the heart of it. The big difference really boils down to this. A diploma is kind of like a rocket ship. It's fast, it's focused, and it's designed to get you to a specific job with practical skills. A degree, on the other hand, is more like a long, exploratory journey, one that's all about deep academic understanding. Let's unpack what that really means for you. So, first things first, let's start with the absolute basics. What are we actually talking about when we say diploma versus degree? Let's define our terms. So, a diploma. Think of it as a direct pipeline to a job. It's built for speed, usually just 1 or 2 years long, and it is all about getting your hands dirty with practical, real-world training. The goal here is simple: get you ready for the workforce and get you there fast. A degree, now that's a different beast. It's more of a long-term investment. This is your classic university education, right? We're talking 3, maybe 4 years, and the focus is on building a really deep, theoretical foundation of knowledge. It's designed for long-term growth and for opening up doors to even more academic opportunities down the line. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty. These are the 3 things that are probably top of your mind. How long is this going to take? How much is it going to cost me? And what's the actual payoff in the real world? First up, time. And you know, what's really striking here is how consistent this is, no matter where you are in the world. Whether you're in India, the UK, or the US, a diploma is your 1 to 2 year option, while a degree is a solid 3 to 4 year commitment. And that's a pretty big difference in your life's timeline. And of course, that difference in time hits your wallet directly. It's simple math, right? A shorter program almost always means a lower price tag. Just look at these numbers. In every single one of these countries, diploma tuition is way more affordable. That makes it a really compelling choice if budget is a major concern for you. But you know, it's not just about time and money. It's also about recognition. And this is the key trade-off, really. Degrees tend to have this global weight to them. They're often the ticket you need to get into leadership roles. Diplomas, on the other hand, are super respected for specific, practical jobs, but that recognition is often strongest within a particular industry or even a specific region. All right, let's get to the topic I know everyone is curious about: the money. Welcome to the salary showdown. So, this is the million-dollar question, isn't it? Does that bigger investment of time and money that goes into a degree actually translate to a bigger paycheck? Let's see what the data has to say. Well, this table breaks it down for us, looking at average starting salaries in India across 4 huge industries, and the trend is pretty darn clear. In IT, healthcare, engineering, and business, degree holders are consistently earning quite a bit more right out of the gate. And just to see how wide that gap can get, let's zoom in on a super high-demand field like IT. Wow, the average starting salary for a degree holder is more than double that of a diploma holder. That is a massive difference. It really shows the premium that companies will often pay for that deep academic knowledge in certain roles. So, case closed, right? A degree just equals more money. But hold on a second. Is it possible for a diploma holder to totally flip the script and actually end up earning more? The answer? Absolutely. Yep. In some situations, the skills can tip completely in the other direction, where those specialized skills actually end up trumping a general academic background. So how is that even possible? Well, it all comes down to one thing: market value. In skilled trades or in some super specialized tech fields, having proven hands-on experience can be way more valuable to an employer than a theoretical degree. Plain and simple, if your skills directly solve a company's big problem, you can command a very, very high salary. And that idea of practical value leads us perfectly into our next big point. The right choice for you really, really depends on the career path you actually see for yourself. A diploma is often your gateway to these skill-based, hands-on jobs. We're talking about roles where you are actively doing something, making something, or fixing something. Think about a graphic designer, a web developer, an electrician, or a healthcare assistant. Now, compare that to the paths a degree often opens up. These roles, they frequently require a lot more strategic thinking, management, and research. Like a project manager, a software engineer, a data scientist, or even a university lecturer. These careers are really built on that broad academic foundation we talked about. Whew, we have covered a lot of ground. So, how in the world do you take all this information and finally make the decision that's right for you? Here's a super simple framework to help guide you. Just ask yourself these 4 key questions. First, what's your main goal? Do you need a job like yesterday, or are you playing the long game and aiming for long-term growth? Second, what's your timeline? Can you realistically invest 1 to 2 years, or are you ready for a 3 to 4-year journey? Third, what's your budget? Be really honest with yourself about what you can afford. And finally, what kind of work truly gets you excited? Are you a hands-on person, or do you love strategy and theory? Your answers, they're going to point you in the right direction. So here's the big takeaway from all of this. There is no single better option. It just doesn't exist. We've looked at the data, the costs, the career paths, but at the end of the day, the only question that truly matters is this one. Which path is better for you?